In Season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message saying, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the matchup as the guard for Team 2K TV. And the first sign that I was going to be in trouble,
moments away as the welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Derek Lively. Najee Marshall is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's MP in at the 2. And for Atlanta, Shea and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's a Kongwu in at the 5. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too. Boy, a really excellent passer for his position. Davis, more than capable of dropping dimes.
Now Young. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Pass to Johnson. Takes it inside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Young looking for an opening. Tipped away. Here's Irving. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Miami. Pass to Lively. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
3 out of 3, perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Young against Irving. It's Johnson with a drive, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Johnson. 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
And he drives in. Marshall passes to MP. Outside Davis. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
We've seen Kyrie do this so many times, precise in the two-man game. Lethal, too.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
MP way outside. It's rebounded by Shea.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient.
And Young the bucket on the assist from Shea. Young's got 5 now.
It's great to see Young working off the ball. He's got the skill set to flourish in that kind of action.
And that one's good. Davis.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Since we have a chance, let's see the player of the week for the Western Conference, Anthony Davis.
He has been the complete package and more over this stretch. I can't think of another guy who has taken his team's needs upon himself like he has. He's a one-man army out there.
Here's Shea. And Davis with the block.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
Over Johnson. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Daniels, that one's true.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Young against Irving. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for him.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside Johnson. From the arc. Lively grabs a miss.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Here's Marshall coming off a 22-point game against Miami. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Irving looking around. Nails it from three. Irving's got 9 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Young. Offensive rebound. Pass to Daniels. To end the run. Here's Okongwu. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Inside. Davis. That's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Timeout called, the Hawks. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Pass to Young. Over Irving. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Here's Marshall. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, VA.
Thank you for that, Allie. It's 2-on-1. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Mavericks lead by 12. On the wing, Davis. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Young. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to MP. Irving against Young. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, BA, sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Niang comes in for Johnson. Mann, he's checked in for Daniels. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Trae Young. The three from Rizashea. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Outside Irving. Into the lane. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Mavericks lead by 16. On the wing, Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
They can't stop him.
At least not on those first 6 attempts. He is scorching out there, flame-throwing.
Man, the pass to Niang. Right side man. Pass to Capella. And Gafford with the block. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Exum's checked in for Irving.
Dante Exum.
Here's Rizashea. Coming off a 22-point game against Chicago. 5 on the clock. Outside for LeVert from behind the arc. Washington grabs the miss. Here's Exum. And he jams it home with authority.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Mann. And here's LeVert. Here's the floater. Niang, that's good.
Boy, LeVert showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
On the wing, Thompson. Washington passes to MP. Washington outside. 3-pointer. And the Mavericks, another 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The shot by LeVert, no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And here's LeVert for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, you look at the shots like that LeVert makes, and you have to be happy for the progress he's made because he's worked at it.
Washington outside. Thompson outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Gafford. Beyond the arc. And there's Thompson on the assist by Gafford. Thompson's got 6 points.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Here's Rizashea. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Team second.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, in a year with no consensus #1 overall pick, Zachary Rizashea out of France, maybe not a surefire star, but certainly a player with a lot of talent, a 3-and-D prospect with the prototype length and size. The Hawks saw him as a plug-and-play addition to their roster. He should be making an instant impact, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thank you. Good stuff. Exum attacking. Second shot opportunity. That one is off. Excellent D there from Capella. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 7.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Washington with the ball. Niang's there. Washington finds Thompson. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game. Group substitution here for Atlanta. Capella, he's checked in for Nance. Niang comes in for Johnson. Mann, he's checked in for Daniels. And Karis LeVert is subbed in for Trae Young. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Klay Thompson comes in for Marshall. Williams is checked in for Dinwiddie. And MP subbed in for Irving. So the Mavericks 5 right now. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the 4. Williams is out there with MP, and it's Lively in at the center.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Thompson passes to MP. Outside, Williams. Washington outside. Good D by Niang.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
To the paint. And that one's good, man.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Thompson outside. Pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The Hawks shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. LeVert goes against MP. Tries a 10-footer. LeVert. And another shot. Capella can't get it to go.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Thompson in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Klay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's LeVert, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, you give Karis LeVert that kind of positioning, guys, I mean, he's going to finish with power.
Williams passes to MP. On the wing, Thompson. Uncovered. LeVert with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Capella. LeVert goes against MP. The shot by LeVert, no good. Dallas has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop.
8th and lowest turnovers per game. And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And that assist per game stat is a real positive for them. This squad has no trouble finding ways to move the ball and get the whole team involved. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, VA. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate, but there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played. Yeah, LeVert's so good at getting to his spots and capitalizing once there. Fun to watch him when he gets rolling like this.
Washington's shot is good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
We've got 1:48 left in the second. MP against LeVert. Pass to Rizachet. The Mavericks pull it in.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
1:16 left to play in the first half. Ooh, can't get it to fall. 0 for 6 now.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal. Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
The Hawks shooting at just 26% in the second. Man, the pass to LeVert. Niang outside. It's stolen by MP. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little mean streak in him, too, which I like.
LeVert goes against MP. Lets it go from 11. And that one's long. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Rizachet, defended by Thompson. LeVert outside. And Atlanta misses again. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's Rizachet in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
MP, the pass to Washington. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 6th assist of the night. And Atlanta shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Here's Rizachet. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Rizachet. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Pass to Okongwu. Young against Irving. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Deflects the pass. Washington's shot is good. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Oh, there's the alley.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Young, the pass to Daniels. And it's blocked by Davis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Daniel Gafford picks one up. Atlanta shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Oh, power it home!
Oh, wow!
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
And that was our AT&T 5G slam cam, bringing you the sauce. Okongwu, no good. For Dallas, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got 8 assists here tonight. The Hawks have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Daniels. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Daniels has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Left side, Davis. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risache. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Davis misses. The Hawks have gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. Now here's Young. Pass to Risache for 3. Offensive board.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Davis, the pass to Marshall. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Risache. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Wanting to improve on defense, when Young hustles and stays engaged, he's capable of grabbing steals.
Young against Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Irving's got 29.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Young finds Johnson. Now Okongwu. He's guarded by Gafford. Okongwu, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Irving against Young. Irving, the pass to Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. What a sequence by Kyrie.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Davis. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Shoots a fadeaway. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside Johnson, back to Okongwu. Here's Risache. 5 points in the game. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
MP outside. The ball's knocked loose. On the push, here comes Atlanta. A nice shot by Young.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Gafford in the post, guarded by Okongwu. Ooh, impressive fadeaway right there. Gafford's got 6 points in the quarter. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risache. Here's Young. Gafford grabs the miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Basket counts.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Young with it. He's got 13. Young missing again.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Outside Irving. Launches it. The rebound by Atlanta.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
Then Young gets it to go.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. Second chance shot. And finished off by Gafford as he lays it in. Gafford's got 8.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
That's a costly error. Let's see.
.52 seconds left in the fourth. On the court right now for Dallas. Washington and Lively down low. Williams is out there with MP. And it's Exum in at the small forward position. Washington finds Williams. MP inside. Young's there. Williams in the post. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Right side, Williams. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.